Carson's second ace of the night. And she causes all sorts of problems on the receiving end, in that she hits the ball deep. If she puts a lot of spin on it, it'll drop in short.
Hawaii leading 11-10. Prosen serving again. And almost an ace. That's saved by Swissler. Ball comes over. Satelli, Uiato, Hewitt with a step out. Waldorf is there. Ball comes over. Diving dig by Satelli. Saved by Uiato and then hit by Prosen.
She is so reminiscent of Anelli Cubiotoneru, both of the serve and her back row attacking. And they both have a similar arm swing where they can hit, you know, with one step, they can go up and hit the ball and snap it.
Another huge toss. Ball comes over Bancroft. And the ball hit over by Andrade. Andrade hits that off Satelli. Andrade will be credited with the kill. And it's Hawaii 12, Wichita State 11. And they've gone at each other since the first serve. We've been tied 6 times already. Diving dig by Maeda. Hewitt again, the open floor. Hewitt whistled that by Field.
What a diving save by Maeda off that serve. That could have been an ace very easily. Emily Maeda out of Roosevelt, unafraid to give up her body to make the good pass. Look at her right there, laying it out.
Hewitt serves, but this time long. to 12. Hawaii leading. Serving his Church back into the match. Uiato, Day to Danielson. Ball comes over. Satelli joust at the net. Satelli again with a one-handed save. Uiato and Maeda gets it over. Ball hit down. Nice hit that time by Swissler. Camry Swissler. Transfer from Arizona State.
Preseason pick for all MVC, Missouri Valley Conference.
7th tie here in the first set. Serving his Church. Uiato. The step out that time is Hartung. Hartung in the middle along with Danielson and Satelli. Serving is Uiato. Prosen in the back row along with Maeda. Ball hit over and down. Excellent hit that time by Church. Rather, excuse me, by Field. Maeda chased down by Uiato, had to go a long way for that one. Satelli gets it across. Advantage Wichita State, and again it is Field. Field last year had career high kills. He had 11 against University of Northern Iowa. So a timeout has been taken as we have reached 15, a television timeout. 15-14, Wichita State. Here are the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups in this match tonight. There you see the outside hitters and the defensive specialists for Wichita State. And then the Field in the middle along with Andrade, Hooper the setter, Waldorf the libero. For Hawaii, the outside hitters Danielson, Prosen, Satelli. In the middle, Hartung and Hewitt. Uiato is the setter and Maeda the libero. 15 for Wichita State, 14 for Hawaii. Adney has come back into the lineup for Wichita State. Maeda, Uiato, Satelli. Good diving dig by Waldorf. Ball comes over. There's Danielson. Advantage now. Double-handed over and down. Excellent play that time by Hooper, Mary Elizabeth Hooper.
Hooper's happy she's getting a little more playing time tonight because Coach Lamb decided he's only going to go with one setter tonight for the most part. Hooper's got the nod.
There's Hartung. Hartung with that step out, but that's a middle step out, not to the pins, but kind of an abbreviated move, and she makes it work. 16-15, Wichita State. Danielson will serve for Hawaii. Hooper to Adney. One-handed save by Croson. Danielson, Croson, and a block. Excellent block by Field. Field part of the double block.
Wichita State did a great job at the net. Now they've got 3 blocks. Hawaii's 1 right now. Field's been on just about all of them.
Serving this Field. Uiato. Satelli with just a little touch. Satelli one-on-one with Adney. Adney never had a chance. Satelli had the repertoire. 17-16, Wichita State. Hawaii will serve. It will be Maeda. Gets it across. Hooper. Ball is hit over by Andrade. Great save by Satelli. Ball comes over. Danielson on her knees. Uiato, Satelli off the block. Another tie. We're tied at 17.
Satelli got blocked once early on, but you'll rarely block her twice in a row. She's very cagey, very crafty, just like her mother, Leanne, who played for 2 NCAA championship teams for Dave Shoji in '82 and '83.
The flags prove it here at the arena. Adney gets it over. Satelli needed help. One-handed save, but there was no one behind her. That's a point for Wichita State, and they take the lead again, 18-17. Sanders comes into the game for Church. Serving is Hooper. Croson, Uiato. Ball hit over by Hewitt. Hewitt didn't really have great contact, but maybe that's what she wanted. You'd have to ask her after the match.
I'll tell you one thing, Dave Shoji just wants more offensive output of her. He's got great blocking out of her. She was the best in the country last year. Now he wants to see a little bit higher kill percentage. She had 365 last year. I think he'd like to see her hit around 400.
Satelli, service error. Into the game comes Kelsey Banwart, and she will serve for Wichita State. Wichita State has their coaches roaming the sidelines. That's going to be interesting in the next set, huh, Chris? Great block off of Croson.
You mean when they roam in front of us?
Yeah. 20-18 in favor of Wichita State. So far, Wichita State has been able to be out in front of Hawaii throughout this first set.
Find the perfect gift for any occasion at Big Island Candies. Click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire collection and place your order today.
20-18, Wichita State in the first set. Wichita State at that second plateau. That's putting some pressure on Hawaii. Hawaii's got to respond as you look at Chris Lamb. Danielson, Uiato, Hewitt. Hewitt in the middle attack went up against the blocking of Swissler and also Andrade. 19 serving 20. Croson will serve.
When Hawaii passes the ball well, watch for a lot of balls to be set to the middles. They were very successful last night, and they have the highest percentage tonight as well.
The ball dug up by Swissler on her knees, and then it comes back through the Hawaii block. And credit Sanders.
Sanders with no errors last night. Again, it's their first kill. No errors tonight.
Yeah, that was a headshot. Hewitt, diving dig. Ball comes over by Hooper, waiting for it. Uiato. Uiato to Croson. That ball in the air. Hooper goes to Swissler. Dug up by Satelli. That's punched to the outside by Danielson, and a point for Wichita State, and they lead it 22-19. And they are very close to reach out and capture this first set.
Dave Shoji has one timeout left. Watch for him to use it if Wichita State scores again here.
Waldorf serving near the net. Dump shot doesn't work. Swissler with the save. Ball comes over. Hawaii now with the advantage. Ueato goes to Danielson. That's blocked back save. And getting the ball over is Maeda. Hooper. And behind Hooper, she's able to give that ball to Sanders. And it's now 23-19. And Dave Shoji, a concerned Dave Shoji, calls a timeout. And the crowd here that has come up to watch the expertise of the Hawaii team has seen the expertise of Wichita State.
They've really improved overnight, I'll tell you that. They've done wonders. I'm sure they looked at a lot of film. I'm sure they didn't feel very good about how they played yesterday, against Arizona. It was not a sharp performance. They'd gone to the North Shore this week. They had done some sightseeing, and there was some talk that they just were not focused and mentally ready to play. But they certainly are ready to play tonight. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. They're going to one setter tonight instead of two so far. So they just seem to look sharper all the way around there. But the blocking is very effective. They've obviously watched tape of Hawaii, and they know what Hawaii's hitters can and will do. And they're very effective in lining up their defense around that block.
What is interesting about Wichita State, they are 0-5 all time against the Chevron tournament field. This is the first trip to Hawaii since 2007. Last year, they were 21-8 in the Missouri Valley Conference. Rather, excuse me, for the entire season. They were 14-4 in the conference. And they were able to get to the NCAAs, but they lost to Oklahoma in the first round. Here, in this first set, they have played the best they have played in the tournament. And probably the coach is saying to himself, this is the best set that I've seen them since we started practice.
Exactly. Chris Lamb's had 8 straight 20-win seasons. He's been 4 times Missouri Valley Conference Coach of the Year, so he knows what he's doing. He was an assistant at the University of Arizona in 97 to 99 under Dave Rubio, and he's a fine coach.
23-19, Wichita State. Hawaii needs a miracle comeback. Danielson, that ball is dug up. Hawaii will try it again. Ueato, Danielson. Danielson, that goes off the block. Ball is hit over by Sanders, saved by Croson. Ueato, Hewitt down the middle, and Hewitt very adept at finding that open space in the backcourt. Hawaii picks up a point, and they get to 20. They still trail by 3. As we said, Hawaii needs a miracle finish here in this first set. Coming into the game for Hawaii is number 7, Monica Stauber.
And Alex Griffiths as well.
Alex Griffiths,
serving specialist.
Right. She serves, gets it in. Ball is hit over. Hawaii scrambling. Danielson gets it in the air. Croson hits it. That ball is dug up by Hooper. Ball is hit over. Great dig in the back row by Croson. Danielson double hands it over. Hooper, the field. Sanders able to push it through the Hawaii block. And it's 24-20.
And then Kanani got just a piece of that. Here's you see Croson with the left hand popping it out. That's part of her beach skills that she's developed. There's a lot of one-handed digging going on in the beach. That was an example of it right there.
For the set, Danielson, what a shot. Danielson shotguns that to the floor. 24-21. Satelli comes back in. Satelli comes in for Stauber. Also leaving is Goodman. Kayla Goodman. Griffith stays on the floor. 21 serving 24. Hawaii must be perfect. And that's hard to do. Ueato serving, gets it in. Outside, that ball is blocked by Satelli, but it goes out. First set goes to Wichita State. Off that hit by Swissler. 25-21. The Missouri Valley Conference representative is ahead in the match.